All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So today we have a special video that came out yesterday on the Korean Black Desert YouTube, and what we're gonna do is react and talk to it. I don't usually do reacts often, but I thought this was special because it's like the new content we've all been waiting for. I just got back from PAX today, so I wasn't able to do this yesterday and all that stuff, but we're gonna be watching through the video, commentating, giving you my thoughts on everything. So I kind of more or less briefly skimmed the first 18 minutes, and it's just like them talking about the new region, but it's not really them talking. It's kind of like reenacting it in real I don't know how to describe it, but either way, it's just like developer commentary. That's what the video is. I'll link it in the description as well. So as you guys know, it's in Korean subtitles, so we're going to be doing our best to watch this in auto-generated English subtitles. And yeah, so with that said, let's watch it. What I'm more interested in overall is what they're going to be talking about that's coming out in terms of items and gear. So the important stuff for the most part. And just keep in mind, I haven't watched past this part either, so it will probably drop some spoilers. Just keep that in mind. And with that said, let's get started.
이번 아침의 나라에서의 전투는 새로운 시도로 구성을 해봤습니다. 일반적인 사냥터가 존재하지 않고 오로지 우두머리들로만 구성을 해서 이 새로운 플레이를 이어나갈 수 있는 이른바 검은 사막 외전 우두머리 러쉬입니다. 이번 아침의 나라에서는 이 사냥터 대신 각각의 이야기와 개성을 가진 8종의 우두머리가 그 자리를 채워주게 됩니다. 8종의 우두머리는 우선 매혹적인 여우욕인 구미호, 한국 설화 속 대나무 병사인 주겹군, 범에게 물려 죽은 귀신 창귀, 신통한 능력을 발휘하는 무당.
I assume, okay, so what the new region from the information we know is it's gonna have like bosses and, you know, like traditional world bosses and everything, things with mechanics more than grind spots. At least that's how I understood it. So right now, I guess they're talking about like what kind of things and like story lore and what kind of bosses you should expect in it. So that's what I know of the thing so far.
처녀 귀신으로 더 친숙한 송각시, 망나니 중에 망나니 금대지왕과 도깨비들의 왕 두억신이, 그리고 아침의 나라를 공포로 몰아넣은 범의 왕 산군입니다. 이들 우두머리는 각각의 이야기와 고유한 특징을 가지고 있고요. 모험가 여러분은 경험을 통해서 특징을 파악해 나가면서 차근차근 정복의 길을 걸어 나갈 수 있습니다. 오늘은 여러 가운데서도 금대지왕 우두머리를 짚어보고 싶은데요. 일단 덩치에 어울리는 커다란 검을 쥔 채 마치 망나니를 연상케 하는 무시무시한 공격 동작, 그리고 본인에게서 멀어지면 비겁하다고 외치는 약간 저돌적인 성격까지.
So yeah, I assume that's one of the new bosses. Instead of like grind spots that you do circles in, it's more unique, which I think is good. I think that it's a good addition to the game of having like stuff where you just can't like mindlessly grind in circles or something you have to pay attention to. I think that's good for the game. It's going more of the traditional route of MMOs, but that's cool in my eyes.
우두머리는 공통적으로 약점이라는 요소가 존재하는데요. 이 약점 역시 해, 달, 땅이라는 세 가지 속성으로
Elementals,
표현되었습니다.
weaknesses,
땅 속성에
Pokemon.
투자를 많이
Got
하면
it.
땅 속성의 약점을 가진 산군과 구미호, 그리고 두억 신을 상대할 때 훨씬 유리하게 전투하실 수 있습니다. 빛의 보복은 얻을 수 있는 개수가 한정돼 있어요. 모험가 여러분께서 전략적으로 포인트를 투자해서 직접 보스전 난이도를 설계하고 또 보스 전투 빌드를 직접 구성해 나갈 수 있게 됩니다.
공유드리고 싶은데요. 이번 아침의 나라 우두머리에 주는 피해량의 비율은 속성 공격력이 80%, 나머지 20%가 캐릭터의 공격력입니다. 방어력의 비율도 동일하게 세팅하였습니다. 이런 비율로 인해서 아직 성장이 더 필요한 모험가 분들도 아침의 나라를 플레이하는 것만으로도 이 우두머리들을 상대할 수 있게 됩니다. 내 공격력과 방어력의 20% 비율은
so like you can set it towards more offensive or more defensive, I believe.
그럼에도 100% 활용되는 것이 아니라 생각합니다. 다만 저희는 솔라레의 창처럼 새로운 콘텐츠를 더 많은 분들이 즐길 수 있는 방법이 뭔지 계속
they want people to enjoy it like Solaire. Bro, at least on NA, Solaire, I think everyone, like, it's good, but man, the balance is so off that people are actually more mad about Arena of Solaire, but it's such a good concept. Everyone likes equalized gear PvP. That's good. However, class balance and the dumb decisions they make, that recently what I've heard was the most complaints of is not being able to V out of a CC, and everyone's complaining about it. And what they're going to change with that is they're going to have some sort of like trinket item that allows you to CC, or like, if not V, it replaces your V, but like stuns your enemy and basically get out of it. But they're making it more complicated than it really is. But either way, I think the worst thing in Arena of Solaire is if you get knocked down, you can't V out of it, or if you get grabbed and everything. I think you should be able to just V out of it. It's not complicated. Don't make any extra mechanics. Just allow us to V out of a CC, and I think people would be happy. It's that easy.
고민해 나가야 한다고 생각하고 있고요. 이번 우두머리 러시 또한 이런 고민 끝에 속성 공격력과 방어력 도입을 결정하였습니다. 물론 시간이 흐르면 좀 뭔가
Without subtitles, my understanding is people are able
다음은
to
전리품과 새로운 아이템 정보입니다. 가장
people are able to customize the boss more or less with the 10 difficulties. And like, let's say you do it on power level 1 versus 10, you get more or less mechanics based on the difficulty, and you can set the power level, like the offensive and defenses, up and down. So that means like if you're a new player, you can still have fun, as well as if you're a veteran player, you just hard max everything and just challenge yourself. So I think that's cool, but we'll see how it reflects in the full game when it comes out, because not all classes are equally balanced. We've known that for 7 years. And I just hope that all classes can perform at the same level for all these bosses. And like, as you guys know, some classes are tankier than the others. Some classes are straight glass cannons, but I hope they're like defensive and offensive power level balancing, it works out for everything. Because with the different classes, even if 50% slider is not 50% for certain classes, if you get what I'm trying to say.
가장 궁금해하실 것 같은데
New
그전에
loot
이번
items.
우두머리 토벌
That's what we
순위가
wanna hear.
제공되는 점을 먼저 소개해드리고 싶습니다. 토벌 순위는 각 우두머리별 난이도별로 얼마나 빠르게 토벌을 했는지 보여주는데요. 기존의 순위와는 다르게 전체 대상이 아닌 각 캐릭터마다 순위가 적용됩니다. 각 우두머리의 난이도 역시 처음부터 모두 열려있는 게 아니라 각 캐릭터가 토벌에 성공하면 순서대로 열리는 방식입니다. 예를 들어 워리어로 플레이할 경우 같은 워리어 클래스 누군가가 특정 난이도에 도전해서 이기겠습니다. 먼저 새로운
Yo, so new items.
액세서리 쿠션을 가지고 있는데요.
Special
바로 착용할
options
때
when you wear
새로운
them.
캐릭터 기술이 개방되는 방식입니다. 우선 태백의 목걸이를 착용하면 새로운 기술 태백의 바람을 익히게 됩니다. 이 기술은 긴탈이랑 비슷한데요. 긴탈과 다른 점은 모든 CC기로부터 벗어날 수 있다는 점입니다.
This is what I'm talking about. Did you see that? Let's look at that again.
한데요. 긴탈과 다른
This is what I'm talking about. When people were unhappy about not being able to V out of CCs, let's watch this one. So, this is a class, I think, with a sword? Let me
점은
see.
모든 CC
Okay, so you see how it grabbed, right? You just full on grabbed him.
기로부터 벗어날 수
And
있다는
then you V'd out of it, but it's not a V, it's an item that you use that replaces it, and basically CC'd the person. So, is that good? I don't know. I think they're making it overly complicated. They're just V out of a CC. That's all you had to do.
점입니다. 거기에 잠시 후 기술이
And so,
종료될 때
like,
주변의
person
적에게
one now, it looked like they were CC'd, or not CC'd, but like stunned. So, like, here's how it's going to work in how I vision it to be. Person one comes up and grabs you. Person two uses the trinket item to like remove it and then stuns the person Then person 1 again reverse stuns them. It's dumb. Like the fact that you're gonna have to like counter with the same item, like literally counters the effect. But who knows? Maybe
효과를 주는
it's
효과까지
actually gonna be good.
추가되었어요.
But so
대신
far, I
태백의
have no
목걸이를
idea.
착용하면 원래 긴급 회피는 사용할 수 없게 됩니다. 태백의 허리띠는
Emergency
착용하면
evasion, that's a
태백의
V.
기상 기술을 얻게 되는데요. 이 기술을 사용하면 자신과 주변을 보호해주는 버프가 활성화되고요. 10분의 재사용 대기 시간을 갖습니다.
So it says it protects you
그리고
from the
우두머리를
item.
정복하다 보면 아주 낮은
Or
확률로
like a
환영보호기라는
Here's the thing, though. Either it counters it out when people have to use it against each other, like when you have to use person A does it, then person B does it. It counters the problem, right? Hopefully,
전리품을 챙길 수
it's
있는데요.
fine.
이 환영보호는
I'm very
기존 대륙으로
skeptical about
가져와서
that.
새로운 액세서리로 제공할 수 있습니다. 많은 모험가분들께서 기다려온 데보레카 귀걸이입니다.
I think that is the new Deboreka necklace, or not necklace, earring. So, what this is, I think someone translated this to English. This is obviously a try. I believe the pen version is 19 AP. This is accuracy. I'm just going off of what I know in game and what I've seen. So obviously this is AP, the front line. Second row is accuracy. Weight. The important information here we want to see is 3% is probably crit. And a plus 10 is probably some sort of additional damage.
데보레카 귀걸이는 자체적으로 지니고 있는 능력치 외에도 데보레카 3세트 효과를 발동하게 하는 역할을도 담당하게 되니까요. 많은 모험가분들께 반가운 소식이 될 듯합니다. 새로운 수정들도 추가됩니다.
So, I think overall, if you're comparing a pen Disto to a pen Deboreka, you get less accuracy and 2 less AP, but you also get crit damage and probably some attack or like some sort of extra like stats against something. So I think crit damage is worth more than flat damage. That's how it goes for most games, but I think it's overall better, even though your gear score number is lower. This is also new life skill crystals that I've seen. So as you guys know, these are the life skill stones. Let's let them explain it.
아침의 나라에서는 모험을 통해 새로운 수정 슬롯 2개를 더 개방할 수 있게 되고요. 여기에 기존 수정이나 혹은 아침의 나라 전용 수정을 착용하실 수 있습니다. 이미 공개가 되었던 봉황의
This is a new crystal. And I don't know what these mean, but basically that's a lot of stats. The blue text, that's a lot of stats. And you can only use one crystal. If you look at it, it just says you can use one. And so they're going to add 2 new crystal slots, right? And then you can only use one of these, and these are all big stats. I'm not going to try to pretend like I know what that means, but that's a lot of stats. So it's probably going to be good. But let's see, where is it? Yeah, let's watch that.
이 불꽃 완제와 재료는 우두머리를
Okay, let's scroll back.
안의 장갑, 완제, 이 완제를 얻을 수 있는 기회가 주어지게 됩니다.
Yes,
단
this is the
한글은,
glove.
매우 낮습니다. 여기에 추가로 기존의 낭망의 불꽃이나 서리의 불꽃처럼
Okay, so what he's saying is there's another flame to get. If you got like the other ones to make the other armors, I assume it's going to be the same. The grind is real. For me personally, I've gotten 2 total flames of despair, which is the one from Turos. The first one I got at like 60 embers, and then at a second one I got a straight drop. I think I've been at Turos for about like maybe 80 hours total, going for 2 of them. And then the Flame of Frost, I got kind of lucky. I got it within like 40 embers. And then, like, I still have 50 something embers now, but I got the straight drop around 40, which is pretty lucky. So, to give you an idea of how long it could take, it's 5 minutes to like probably maybe 100 hours.
이번 단해 장갑 제작에는 홍익의 불꽃이 필요한데요.
Basically, you need
이
another
불꽃
flame to make
완제와
the
재료는
gloves.
우두머리를
Capra's
통해서도
10
얻을 수
in it,
있고,
and then there's two
기존
different kinds.
팔테온 엘비아의
That's what we know
전리품은
already.
결정화된 절망을
Then you need crystallized flame or crystallized thingies, like 300 of them. And so those are the things that are used for like upgrading alchemy stones. Most people use it on your Vels to get to blessed and exalted. You're gonna need like 300 of them to make your gloves, which is, I think, if assuming 60 mil each times 300, that is 18 billion, I believe.
모아서도 제작할 수 있습니다. 참고로 단해 장갑은 한반도 역사상 최고의 명궁
So basically, if you can't grind hex or giants, you better start learning how to do that, or 18 billion.
중 한 명인 태조 이성계의 장갑을 모티브로 제작해서 상징성을 부여하였고요. 이에 어울리는 전용 외형도 준비해 보았습니다. 그리고 이번 아침의 나라 업데이트와 함께 카프라스 추출 이벤트도 함께 진행 예정이니까요. 참고해 주시면
So, I think that's all the things for the new items, and we learned a little bit about the new like area zone in general, the land of the morning light or something, and that's pretty cool. I don't really want to spoil myself on that too much, but I just wanted to see what the new items were. This video was probably pretty edited just to show clips of each of them. Hopefully you learned something, the things we need. I know that there's like off and on subtitles that was like, just, if you didn't see it, it's blame YouTube. I literally tried my best. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If they do like a global lab thingy where it's translated in English, we'll definitely be playing it. But then I don't know when it's coming out on North America and Europe because Korea gets it in a few days. But as you know, it's not localized for English speakers and everyone else. So we probably have to wait another month. So that's kind of unfortunate because I wish they just waited and translated everything. Waited till it's fully done so they can just give it to everyone at once. That way, by the time it hits our region, all the puzzles aren't solved already. People can figure it out at the same time. And it would just not... It's just a little bit less fun when everyone knows the answers to everything already, instead of just giving it to us all at once and then we figure it out at the same time. But either way, I'm still going to do it. It's not a big deal. Like, I'll just do my best to dodge spoilers as much as I can. But overall, just wanted to see the items from the developer's commentary. And yeah, that's about it. So I will see you guys next time.